Hey, they say it's 5 centimeters per second.
Huh? What is?
The speed of falling cherry blossom petals is 5 centimeters per second.
Really? You know a lot of stuff like that, Akari.
You know, they look just like snowflakes.
I guess. Hey! Wait up! Akari!
Takaki. I hope that we see the cherry blossoms together next spring. Dear Takaki Tono, I'm sorry that I haven't written for so long. Though summers are hot here too, they're a lot milder than Tokyo's. But when I think about it, I like the hot, humid summers of Tokyo too. The melting hot pavement, and skyscrapers in the distance shimmering in the heat, and the freezing air conditioning in department stores and subways. The last time we were together was at our elementary school graduation. It's been half a year since then. Do you still remember me? Dear Takaki, thank you for writing me back. It made me so happy. It's already well into autumn and the leaves are turning beautiful colors. The day before yesterday, I pulled out a sweater for the first time this year.
Tono?
Hi.
What's that? A love letter?
No, it's not.
Sorry for having asked you to do all that.
It was no problem.
Thank you. Hey, are you really transferring to another school?
Yeah, at the end of the school year.
Where?
To Kagoshima because of my parents.
Really? We'll miss you.
Lately, I've been getting up early because of school activities. So I'm writing this letter on the train. I had my hair cut the other day. It's so short that my ears even show. You probably wouldn't even recognize me.
I'm home.
Hi, Mom.
I bet you'll change little by little over time, too. Dear Takaki, are you doing all right even with all this cold weather? Here, it's already snowed a few times. Every time it does, I have to really bundle myself up when I go to school. I'm sure it hasn't snowed in Tokyo yet, has it? I'm always checking Tokyo's weather too, even though I don't live there anymore.
I sure wish it would rain. It wouldn't be any easier indoors.
Hey, have either of you guys ever been to Tochigi?
Where?
Tochigi.
Nope.
So you know how to get there?
I don't know. On the bullet train, maybe?
A long way.
Freshman!
Coming!
I was really surprised when I heard that you'll be transferring schools. We both got used to transferring schools when we were little. But still, Kagoshima, that's kind of far away, isn't it? It's no longer a distance where I can just jump on a train and see you whenever I want. It does make me feel, well, kind of sad. I just hope that you'll be fine. Dear Takaki, I'm so happy we'll see each other on March 4th. It'll have been a year since we last met. For some reason, I feel kind of nervous. tree by my house. When the spring comes, the petals will fall at 5 centimeters per second. How I wish the spring could come along with you on that day.
Do you want to stop by somewhere on the way back?
Might as well, since it's raining and
They
all.
said it's going to turn to snow tonight on the weather report.
Really? I thought it felt cold, and we're already in March.
I hope we don't get colds. Hey, we should have something hot to drink.
Yeah, let's do that.
Tono, let's get to practice.
Oh yeah, practice. Actually, I can't make it today.
Getting ready to move?
Yeah, sorry.
It's so nice of you coming all the way to my station. It's a long trip, so be sure to take care of yourself. I'll be waiting for you at 7 o'clock that night in the station's waiting room.
That afternoon, on the day I was to meet Akari, it started to snow.
Hey, Takaki! It's that cat, Chobi.
He's the little one who's always here, isn't he?
But it looks like he's all alone today. Where is Mimi, kitty? Aren't you kind of sad being all alone?
How do you like the book?
I like it. Last night I read 4 billion years worth of evolution,
Which part?
where they talk about the Animalcaris,
The Cambrian Age.
I really love the hallucigenius. They look like this.
Yeah, something like that.
So what's your favorite?
The Opabinia, I guess.
You mean the one with 5 eyes?
As I look back, I think Akari and I were very alike somehow. 1 year after I transferred to the school in Tokyo, Akari transferred there too, and was in my class. We were both kind of small for our age, and we both had really bad allergies, so we preferred the library to the playground. So naturally, we got close to each other. It caused our classmates to tease us. But it didn't matter much to us, because of the friendship we had.
Oh, it's so cute.
For some reason, I just assumed that we'd be going to the same junior high. And that we'd always be together.
Shinjuku, this is the terminal station. For passengers getting off, please change to Kyo subway for all JR lines.
It was the first time I had been to Shinjuku Station alone. And it would be the first time I had been to any of those places on my route. My heart was pounding. I was going to meet Akari.
So tell me, how did it go with that guy?
Who?
The one from Nishi Show.
Him? Don't you think he's a dork?
We'll soon be arriving at Musashi Urawa Station. Musashi Urawa Station. There'll be a 4-minute stop as we wait for a rapid line. Passengers heading to Yonahan Town and Onomiya, please change to the express line.
This is Akari Shinohara. May I speak to Takaki, please? It's Akari.
Transferring schools? What about Nishi Junior High? After all that work to get accepted?
They They said they'd do the paperwork to get me into the school in Tochigi. I'm sorry.
No, there's nothing for you to apologize for.
I told them I wanted to stay with my aunt in Katsuchika and commute, but they said no, that I'd have to wait until I'm older.
All right, don't tell me anymore. That's enough.
Sorry.
I held the receiver so tight against my ear it was like I could feel her pain directly through the phone. But there was nothing I could do.
That was tasty.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Goodbye.
See you later.
The terminal station where I switched trains was filled with commuters heading home. Everyone's shoes were soaked with snow and water. The air was chilly and full of that certain smell a city has on a snowy day.
This is an announcement for all passengers. Utsunomiya lines bound in the direction of Kodama and Utsunomiya will be arriving 8 minutes behind schedule due to heavy snow. We apologize for
Until that moment, it never even crossed my mind that the train might be delayed. Suddenly, I became really worried.
Due to snow, this train is running 10 minutes behind schedule. Please accept our apologies for any inconvenience.
A short while after passing Omiya Station, the buildings that dotted the scenery became few and far between. In what seemed like just the blink of an eye.
The next stop is Kuki. We apologize for having arrived far behind schedule. Those passengers changing to the Tobusaki line, please proceed to line 5. This train will stop for 10 minutes at this station due to the late arrival of a connecting train. We apologize for the delay and appreciate your understanding.
Sorry, sir.
This train will stop for 10 minutes at this station due to the late arrival of a connecting train. We apologize for the delay and appreciate your understanding.
The stations seemed unbelievably far apart, and each time the train stopped at a station seemed like an eternity. The unfamiliar snow-covered wilderness outside the window. The slow passage of time. And hunger. All added to my feelings of uneasiness. I'm already late to meet her. I'm sure she's starting to worry. On that day, the day I got that call, Akari must have been much more upset than even I was. And I wasn't able to comfort her. I felt so ashamed of myself.
Well, I guess today we say goodbye.
I received the first letter from her a half year later, during the summer of my first year in junior high. I knew her letter by heart. Over the 2 weeks before the day we were to meet, I wrote a letter to give to Akari. There are just so many things that I wanted to tell her. So many things I wanted to ask her.
We apologize for the delay. The train will soon depart for Utsunomiya.
All I could do was keep heading for the station, where Akari was waiting for me.
Line 8 from Ashikaga Mabashi and bound for Takasaki is now arriving. Please remain inside the white lines when exiting the train. Is for all passengers. Due to heavy snowfall, service for this train will be delayed for the sake of route rescheduling. We apologize for this delay, but at present aren't at liberty to say when service will resume. I repeat, due to heavy snowfall, service for this train will be delayed for the sake of route rescheduling. We apologize for this delay, but at present aren't at liberty to say when service will resume.
Dear Takaki, how are you? Lately I've been getting up early because I'm busy with school activities.
When I read her letters, I always envisioned her alone. In the end, the train spent around 2 hours, motionless, in the middle of nowhere. Every minute seemed like an eternity. Time felt heavy with malice as it slowly crept by. All I could do was grit my teeth and try to hold back my tears. Akari, please, please, don't wait for me. If you just go back home.
Line 3 from Ashikaga Mabashi and bound for Takasaki is now arriving. Due to heavy snowfall, service for this train will be temporarily delayed.
Akari. This is good.
Really? It's just regular roasted tea.
Roasted tea? I've never had it before.
What? I'm sure you have.
You think?
Of course. I made this for you, so I can't promise it's any good. Have some if you want.
Thank you. I haven't eaten in hours.
So, how is it?
I've never had anything so delicious before.
You're exaggerating.
I'm serious.
It's just because you're hungry.
You think?
I'm sure it is. I'll have some too. You're going to move soon, right?
Yeah, next week.
Kagoshima, huh?
It's so far away.
Yeah,
But it turned out Tochigi is quite a ways away too.
it is. I guess you won't be able to go home now.
We're gonna have to close up, kids. I'm sorry there are no more trains.
Okay,
Take care. It's snowing heavily out there.
Thank you.
Can you see it? That tree?
The one you wrote about in your letter?
Yes, the cherry tree. Hey, they look like snowflakes.
You're right, they do. At that moment, I felt like I understood things like the existence of eternity, the heart and the soul. I felt as though we had shared all the experiences of my 13 years. And the next moment, I became unbearably sad. Sad because I didn't know what to do with her warmth against me, or what to do with that soul, or how long I should hold on to them. I also came to the realization that we would not be able to stay together. The overwhelming weight of our lives to come and the uncertainty of time hung over us. But soon, all my fears began to melt away, leaving only Akari's soft lips on mine. That night, we stayed in a tiny shack by the corner of a field. Wrapped up in an old blanket, we talked all night. Until finally, we fell asleep. The next morning, when the train started, I got ready to leave. And there, Akari and I said goodbye.
Takaki, I think you will be okay. I know you will be.
Thank you for that.
Take care of yourself, Akari. I'll write to you. I'll call.
I didn't even mention it. The letter I lost. Because after we kissed, it seemed like the whole world had completely changed. I wanted so badly to be able to protect her. That was all I could think about as I gazed absently out the window.
You going after class too?
Yeah, how about you, sis?
Sure, but make sure you do your homework too, okay?
I will. Here goes.
Good morning, Kanai.
Hello, Tono. You're early again.
You too, Samita. Did you go to the beach?
Sure did.
You're practicing hard.
Well, not really. See you later, Tono.
Later.
Are we ready? It's about time to make your decisions. I need all of you to get this to me by Monday. Talk it over with your parents.
It sounds like Sasaki's going to university in Tokyo. I'll probably have to go to some junior college in Kumamoto. And you, Kanai?
Well...
So what, you think you'll get a job? You're not thinking about anything, are you? Nothing except Takaki Tono. I bet he has a girl back in Tokyo.
Cut it out!
Still having a rough time?
I don't know what's wrong.
You shouldn't worry yourself so much. You'll catch the right wave again.
You are so easygoing, you know that?
So what's the big rush?
Keep this up and I'll graduate without saying anything. Okay, thanks a lot. See you later.
I can give you a ride.
That's all right. I'll take my scooter.
Sumida, you heading home now?
Yeah. You too, Tono?
Uh-huh. Wanna head back together?
If I was a dog, my tail would have been wagging so hard. My happiness would have been that obvious. I heaved a sigh of relief, thinking it was a good thing I wasn't a dog. And I was amazed with how stupid a thought that was. Even for me. Yet... the ride back home with Tono made me so happy. Right from the beginning. Tono seemed somehow different from others.
I'm Takaki Tono. I'm used to transferring schools because of my dad's job, but I'm not used to this island yet. It's nice to meet you all.
That very day when I was in 8th grade, I fell in love with him. I studied hard because I wanted to go to the same high school as him. And somehow I managed to pass my school's entrance exams. The more I see Tono, the more I love him. It's been scary and every day's been painful. But every time I see him, I'm happy and there was nothing I could do about it. Tono, the same thing again?
It's so good. You really think about things. I mean, there's always so much thought involved.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, I'll be outside.
Okay, I'll have this.
That'll be 90 yen.
Here.
Thank you very much.
There you are. What'd you buy?
Well, at first I couldn't decide, but then I thought, sometimes I see Tono writing emails to somebody. I can't help wishing that he was writing to me every time I see it. Hey, Cub, I'm home. Come here, Cubby. I'm back now.
Hey, Tono, isn't that your girlfriend?
She's not my girlfriend.
We're at year end, and you're the only one not to turn this in.
I'm sorry.
Hey, I really don't want to say it like this, but this is not something to get so worked up over. Has your sister said anything to you about it?
No.
If you can't make up your mind, why not try some junior college in the prefecture?
Because this doesn't have anything to do with my sister. I mean, whether it's the surfing, which I nag my sister to let me start, or him, the most important person in the entire world to me, I'm not getting anywhere with either.
Thanks again. Good night to you.
Thanks. Have a nice night. See you later. When I get near Tono, I get this tight sensation deep in my chest. Tono!
Sumida, what's up? How'd you know I was here?
I saw your scooter, so I stopped by. Is that okay?
Yeah, I'm glad you came by. I mean, since we couldn't meet in the parking lot like we usually do.
Yeah. He's so nice. Sometimes it makes me want to cry. Hey, Tono, are you gonna test to get into college?
Yeah, a college in Tokyo.
Tokyo? Really? I kind of thought so.
Why's that?
You just kind of seem like you want to go somewhere far away for some reason.
How about you, Sumida?
I don't even know what I'll do tomorrow.
Maybe nobody does.
Really? Even you?
Naturally.
But you seem to know exactly what you're doing.
That's weird because I don't really. I'm sort of lost all the time. I just do what I can. That's all I can do.
Really? Yeah, you're right.
Making a plane?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Towed at 5 kilometers per hour. To the South Tanega launch facility.
Huh.
There's gonna be a launch this year, isn't there?
Yeah. They say it's gonna go all the way to the center of the solar system. It'll take years.
I want you to give Kanai advice on her future. She's so unfocused.
She'll be all right. She's not a kid anymore. You know, I was just like her at her age.
Listen, Cub. Tono doesn't know where he's going either. He's just like me, that Tono.
It must really be a lonelier journey than anyone could imagine. Cutting through absolute darkness. Encountering nothing except the occasional stray hydrogen atom. Flying blindly into the abyss. Believing there lays the answers to the mysteries of the universe. And us. To that end, how far should we go? And how far can we go? I wonder, when did I get in the habit of writing messages to nobody?
Kanai, have you figured out what you're going to do after graduation?
Not yet. But it's fine. I've made a decision. I'll just start by doing each thing that I can. I'm off! After that day, several typhoons passed by the island, and each time they did, it became cooler. The wind that blows across the sugarcane field got crisper, the sky looked a little bigger, and the outlines of the clouds grew softer. Kids in my grade who ride scooters started wearing their jackets. Then, on a mid-October day tinged with the remains of summer, I rode a wave for the first time in 6 months.
Tonight's forecast is clear with maximum wind speeds of 8 meters per second.
I heard Yamada told Sasaki that he likes her.
That's as expected. Huh? Kanai, you sure seem happy today.
Did something happen with Tono?
No way!
All right, class. What is important in this formula is the...
Today, I'm gonna tell Tono how I feel about him. If I don't tell him today, after riding that wave, I'll never be able to.
Sumida,
Hello, Tono.
heading home now?
Yeah.
Really? Well, let's head home together.
Oh, you decided already?
Yeah.
What is it?
Don't be so...
So what?
Sorry. It's nothing.
Something wrong?
Yeah, that's strange. No good?
No. I wonder if the spark plug's dead. Was this a hand-me-down?
Yeah, for my sister.
Was it cutting out on you when you accelerated?
It might have been.
Well, let's leave them both here. We can have somebody come pick them up later for us. We can walk it.
I can walk by myself, Tono. You just head on home.
I've only got a little ways left to go. Besides, I kind of feel like walking.
No, please.
What's wrong?
Sorry. It's nothing. I'm sorry.
Sumida.
I'm begging you. Please, don't be so nice to me. Desperately, reaching recklessly towards the sky, launching that massive object in search of something, almost overwhelmingly far in the distance. I began to understand why Tono seemed different from the others. At the same time, I came to a very clear realization that Tono was never looking at me. So that day, I didn't say anything to Tono. Tono is certainly nice. Very nice indeed. But Tono's always looking past me. At something far beyond. I guess my wishes to be with Tono will never come true. But I still... today, not tomorrow, not ever. I fell asleep that night crying. The only thoughts in my head being of Tono.
I felt it strongly. That if I'd turned around at that moment, she'd have turned to look at me too.
The last shoreline train bound for Tokyo is now arriving.
I wish you'd stay for the New Year's holiday.
I know, but I have a lot of preparations.
I suppose so. Be sure you cook something nice for him.
I will.
Call us anytime you need to, Akari, okay?
I'll be fine. I'll see you at the wedding next month. Don't worry so much. You'd better head home. It's cold. Last night I dreamt about the past. When we were both still children. I guess it's because of that old letter I found yesterday.
Lisa.
Yes?
The meeting, let's go.
Coming.
And just living my life, it's as though sadness piles up all around me. It's in my bed, dried in the sun, the toothbrush in my bathroom, and the memory of my cell phone. I still love you. That's what the girl I'd been with for 3 years said in that email. She wrote, we must have exchanged emails 1,000 times. But I doubt our hearts got closer by even a centimeter. For the past few years, I've wanted to move on. To grasp onto something beyond my reach. What that is, I don't even know. All I've been able to do is go on working, not knowing where these obsessive thoughts come from. Then one day, I realized my heart was withering, and in it there was nothing but pain. And one morning, I realized that my beliefs, that I had once held so passionately, had completely disappeared. That was it. I couldn't take any more. So I quit my job. Yesterday I had a dream.
A dream of long ago.
In the dream, we were still 13 years old.
And we were standing in a field covered with snow.
Where in the dim light from distant houses,
our footsteps were all that could be seen in the new fallen snow. And because of that, we both believed, without any doubt, that
someday, together, we would watch the cherry blossoms fall again.
Again.
いつでも探しているよどっかに君の姿を向かいのホーム路地裏の窓こんなとこにいるはずもないのに願いがもしも叶うなら今すぐ君のもとへできないことはもう何もない全てかけて抱きしめてみせるよ紛らすだけなら誰でもいいはずなのに星が落ちそうな夜だから自分を偽れない One more time 季節よ移ろわないで One more time ふざけ合った時間よいつでも探しているよどっかに君の姿を交差点でも夢の中でもこんなとこにいるはずもないのに奇跡がもしも起こるなら今すぐ君に見せたい新しい朝これからの僕言えなかった好きという言葉 こにいるはずもないのに命が繰り返すならば何度も君のもとへ欲しいものなどもう何もない君の他に大切